Hey everybody, this is our behind the scenes. We're doing it live on YouTube this morning. It'll be interesting to see if we get any live viewers. But I'm Casey, and Rex is here in the background. We were talking about lust as a seven deadly sin. I got to tell you, I love this topic. I feel like we could do a whole series just on ways to write intimacy and why those intimate moments between characters really matter in a story, and should you even build them in. I get frustrated when I'm reading a book that there should be some kind of acknowledgement of either a sexual attraction or an intimate relationship, and the author just ignores it. And if the author's ignored it because they think it doesn't make a difference to the plot, or it's not that big a deal, they didn't even acknowledge it. I get frustrated by that because I don't think we go through our regular life ignoring these kinds of things. I think we talk about them. I think that when it's there and when it's overt between two members of the same or opposite sex, that you can't just ignore it. And so I get frustrated with writers that pretend like lust doesn't exist or sex doesn't exist because that's not in my mystery genre or whatever it is. But that said, it is a delicate way to handle it. There's some things that are done really well, and there are some that are done really poorly. So the last thing on our list of show notes was to think about the after. What is the after all about? And we mentioned this a little bit on the show, but I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into this for our patrons, for our behind the scenes. Rex, what do you think in terms of the after scenes? When we think of intimacy between two people, what should it do for the story?
It should shape it, either confirm their relationship or destroy it.
Either confirm or destroy.
Yes.
Okay, I can see that. When we think of
usually the preempt, the what do you call it? The preamble always leads up to the sex
foreplay.
Scene. This foreplay, the preamble of the story, the flirting back and forth, so it culminates in the sex scene.
Right.
They're finally together.
Well, think of, though, in say Star Wars, right? We have a Han and Leia flirtation that goes on for three films, right? And there's a little bit of sexual intimacy, some kissing, that sort of thing. But it's not until the end of Return of the Jedi when she says she says I love you, and he says I know, or vice versa, however it goes, right? Where it's reciprocal. We know that this is a situation that's going to sustain itself now because they've said the L word, right?
It's funny. It'd be funny if she didn't, though. She got caught up in the moment, and then later when she re-examined her thoughts, she said she really didn't.
Well, so she tells him that in Empire. She says, I love you, before he gets frozen in carbonite. And he says, I know. And then when they're in Return of the Jedi, when she rescues him, clearly she's put her life on the line to try to save him.
Yeah,
so this is a big deal, right? And then when they are on Endor and he says, I love you, and she says, I know, that you get this sense that now this is a permanent condition. This is how they're going to be forever.
Right.
Which is why I love the fact that when we get back together, and was it episode 7 or 8 that we find them again?
Yeah.
And they've divorced, right? They've separated for whatever reason because they couldn't make it work. But anyway, all that to say that lust as a topic, I think, or as a motivator for your characters, can be just so many different dimensions, and there's a lot of opportunity to play with that. And I would really caution you not to walk away from it, not to ignore it. Think about all the different ways that people feel physically gratified by it, emotionally gratified by it, and how it can add depth to relationships and to conflict in your story. All right. Anything else? Thank our patrons. Thank you, patrons.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Oh, let's see. Let's run our, we're going to run the video, and then we'll hang up with you guys. Oh.